Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is the Series 7 Guru coming to you from my studio here in fabulous Las Vegas with another explication request. The best free supplement to your paid study materials is my YouTube channel. But if you don't have a Kaplan Q Bank, I highly recommend it. With the Guru 10 discount code at checkout, you can get it for about $58. We'll help you with any test prep vendor question that you need help on. It's just easier if it's Kaplan because you can give me the QID and I can bring it up backstage. This is QID 1468189, and this is kind of a bad kind of a miss here, or struggling with it, because this is pretty straightforward as advanced option strategies go. There's 4 test questions about straddles. The first is, can you identify this as a straddle? A straddle is when we're long 2 different type of contracts, long a call and short a call, or short 2 different type of contracts, short a call and short a put. We're straddling the strike price line 30. Now, even if identification of this as a straddle wasn't testable, I just told you it is. But even if it wasn't, you can't really know what needs to be done if you haven't identified the strategy first. So the other second test item is a straddle was, can you calculate the break-evens, which I'm about to show you and is very testable. The third test question about a straddle is, where is the straddle profitable? Where do we need DWQ to be in relationship to the break-evens? And then our fourth and final test question about a straddle is, when do you use a straddle? Okay, well, let's get busy here. We first are going to identify this as a straddle. And as you know, lots of ways to do options, but Dean always believes in firing up the T. Now, I also always use the T to track money in and out. There's lots of different ways to do options, pluses, minuses, debit, credits. But I always suggest we do things on a per share basis, because that's how break-evens are expressed. And that's just easier than having a bunch of zeros floating around. So it doesn't relevant to the discussion here that there's 2 contracts. What's relevant is break-evens is expressed per share. So the way we get the break-evens test question is strike price plus total premium. So the total premiums here are $435. So strike price plus total premium gives us our upside break even. So 30 plus 435, our upside break even is 34.35. And then strike price minus total premium. Call up, put down, right? So strike price minus total premium gives us our downside break even. Now I'm just going to illustrate that indeed those are the break evens. We look at our T, if we buy the stock at 30, which we're obliged to do, and we deliver that stock at 25.65, you would notice that the columns balance, because that's what break even is. Same dollars out as dollars in. I'm just illustrating that indeed it is the break even. Now, if we have to go in the open market and buy the stock at 34.35 and deliver at 30, that too, when made, the columns balance. I'm just simply illustrating that indeed those are the break evens. Nobody does things to break even. People do things to make money. 4th test question, where is it profitable? We have a great memory aid device for that called Silo. And that's for short inside, long outside. So if this stock is between 25.65 and 34.35, it's going to be profitable. And if it goes outside of this, it's going to be unprofitable. Very important to recognize that how far outside of the break even, which is bad, can it go? And remember, one of the legs here, not testable, that's called a leg, is a naked call. And short straddle subjects the customer to unlimited risk. And I'd be able to recognize that short straddles have unlimited risk. Okay, so 4 things about a straddle. We said, can you identify a straddle? Just doing a reset here and reviewing. Can you calculate the break evens? Can you determine where it's profitable and when do you use it? So a straddle is when you're long and short, or excuse me, long 2 different type of contracts, or short 2 different type of contracts. Can you calculate the break evens? The way you do that is you total the premiums. You add it to the call, strike price plus total premiums. In this case, 30 plus 435 gives us our upside break even of 34.35. Strike price minus total premiums gives us our downside break even, 30 minus 435. equals 25.65. And then just illustrating that indeed, if we buy the stock at 30, because it's a put contract, I'm obliged to buy at 30 and the stock's below 30, I get exercise. As long as that stock is 25.65, it breaks even. It's a push, so to speak. And again, in the call, I'm obligated to sell at 30. And so as long as I don't have to pay more than 34.75 for that, or 34.35, excuse me, I'm okay. All right. And then remember, short straddles are profitable in between the upside and downside break even, and short straddles have unlimited risk. All right. Well, remember, inch by inch, your series 7 is a cinch, yard by yard, your series 7 is hard. And I'll see you for the next explication request.